ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عليما حكيما ليدخل المؤمنين والمؤمنات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ويكفر عنهم سيئاتهم وكان ذلك عند الله فوزا عظيما بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Salawat. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All praise is due to Allah, whose worth cannot be described by speakers, whose bounties cannot be counted by calculators, and whose claim to obedience cannot be satisfied by those who attempt to do so, whom the height of intellectual courage cannot appreciate, and the divings of understandings cannot reach. He for whose description no limit has been laid down, no eulogy exists, no time is ordained, and no duration is fixed. He brought forth creation through his omnipotence, dispersed winds through his compassion, and made firm the shaking earth with rocks. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I would like to extend my condolences to you all on the tragedy of Imam Hussein. May Allah accept our adha and give us strength to continue serving the Ahlul Bayt. Just to reiterate, tonight during Latmiya we will have the flag or the alam of Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, And tomorrow we will have the Taboot, also known as the coffin of Hazrat Ali al-Akbar. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Brother Hassan Abbas to deliver a presentation on behalf of Riyadullah Theatre. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Salawat. So I'm here representing Ridayatullah Theatre, who you might have heard of, where the people that put on the plays about Karbala and the tragedies that Imam Hussain alayhi salam went through. But not specifically about the 10th day, but what political situations took place before and in the build-up of the 10th of Muharram. So what happened to Muslim ibn Aqil alayhi salam when he went to Kufa, who he took with him, and what transpired to them and the messengers of Imam Hussain. So this year we've got a play coming again about a different harbinger, a different messenger that Imam Hussain alayhi salam sent, called Qais ibn Mushir. And he was actually the one that went with Muslim ibn Aqil to Kufa, and he saw the people of Kufa in their thousands supporting Imam Hussain when they were supporting him. And so Muslim ibn Aqil alayhi salam sent him back to Mecca to say, bring Imam Hussain back to Kufa, because the people are supporting him in their thousands. So in all his happiness, Qais ibn Mushir went back to Mecca to inform Imam Hussain, and he convinced Imam Hussain to take his journey with his family and a few thousand supporters down towards Kufa. But in that time, of course, Yazid Lanatullahi alayh heard of the support of Imam Hussain in Kufa, and he sent Ibn Ziyad Lanatullahi alayh to Kufa. And the support of Imam Hussain was destroyed by what Ibn Ziyad did, and the stuff that, and the political techniques that he used to dissuade the people from supporting Imam Hussain. So when Imam Hussain was on his way back towards Kufa, he sent Qais ibn Mushir back towards Kufa in front of him to say to the people of Kufa, wait, don't worry, Imam Hussain is close behind me, he's going to be here soon. And when he gets towards Kufa, he hears of Muslims' death. And then what transpires to him is what's laid out in the play. Inshallah, I'm going to get Brother Raza to put on a video of the trailer that we have prepared for you lot to watch.
Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We've just experienced a power cut. Sorry about the delay, and inshallah we'll get back on track soon. Please bear with us. Salawat.
Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So that was perfect timing for a power cut. Maybe I'll take it as a sign to not read the play. However, the time for the trailer to come back on, I want to speak to you about the tickets and stuff. So inshallah, after the Masa'ib, I will be outside in the back near where the shoes are, maybe with a little table or a chair with some tickets on it. So if you buy tickets with me, they will be half price today. However, if you book online, they should be £12 online until the early bird is over, which I think is already over by now. Other than that, I really do persuade everyone to come and watch it. It's on the 20th of October. And the reason why I do persuade everyone to watch it is not from any personal gain or anything. It's from the tabligh of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and we're taking it out to the people who are non-Muslims. So obviously there's going to be leaflets. When you get the leaflets, I want you to try and take pictures of it and send it to friends who are generally not Shia. So your Sunni friends, your Christian friends, atheist friends, anyone you have. Because Waterside Theatre, all the stuff will be on the leaflet. It's going to be held in Waterside Theatre. If you want the postcode, I don't know it at the moment. So yeah, it's the tabligh of Imam Hussein, and we're taking out our Imam to the public, where many people don't really know him. We have our Jalus, and we have our Imam Bargas, but this is mainly for Shias, and it's not really going out to anyone else. We've had people from the West End Theatre and other big theatre groups come and look at our play, stage managers and other actors, etc. And they really love the story and think it's really unique and a story which can move the hearts of the people. And these are people who don't understand Islamic culture at all. And they viewed this play that we've been producing over the past 7 months, and they've genuinely liked it a lot. They've given us some feedback that we've taken on board. And inshallah, I personally think that it's going to be a very good production this year, better than the past 2 years as well. I don't know if... Yes, ready? Okay, inshallah.
The Final Quest is a true story based on the third final messenger sent by Imam Hussein, who goes by the name of Qais. He embarks on a journey to gather support from the people of Kufa.
Upon arriving into Kufa, Qais learns that the situation has changed drastically, and his story of treachery and deceit then unravels.
The Harbinger sequel will undoubtedly bring you to tears due to the encapsulating scenes of departure, treachery and martyrdom. What we bring to the stage is truly unique and will inevitably leave a lasting impression to our audiences.
That'll be all from me. Thank you very much for your time and for lending an ear. Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat.
Thank you, Brother Hassan. I'd now like to invite Sister Fiza to deliver a presentation on behalf of Imam Mahdi Awareness Campaign. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. First of all, to Imam al-Mahdi, to my brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My condolences to Imam al-Mahdi, Ajjalallahu ta'ala faraj sharif, to all my brothers and sisters during these days of tragedy and the martyrdom of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his blessed family and his companions. My name is Fiza, and I will just talk about the Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu ta'ala faraj awareness campaign. The 3 words that you see there are the objectives of this campaign: to know Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, to prepare for Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, and to await for Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Awaiting in the active awaiting of Imam alayhi salam. From the blessed words of the very person we are here to commemorate today, Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam says, "Our Mahdi is oppressed in his time. So therefore preach and write about the personality of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam to your last ability." So from the very teachings of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, we have been encouraged to talk about Imam Mahdi alayhi salam as much as we can, to remember him and to remember how we need to prepare for him and to be amongst the ranks when he makes his blessed reappearance. These are the objectives, but I won't go through them. We do have a leaflet which I will be distributing at the end of the majalis, inshallah, which has all this information on it. These are just some of the things that we are currently doing, alhamdulillah. We had launched in January, and since then we have been holding events nearly every month to learn more about Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, to build the awareness of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, and to make his existence very real amongst us. And the aim is to make Manchester the hub for people who know the most about Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, inshallah. We are learning about him in the very contemporary context, in how we can use Imam Mahdi alayhi salam to overcome some of the trials and tribulations that we are facing today as youth, as elders. And inshallah, with your du'as and your support, we will be able to reach our goal. So our first events that we hold are the monthly Ma'arifah lectures every single month, along with the Q&A. Alongside that, we have children's workshops to help plant the seed of the love of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam in our children. We also hold Hadiya events which are gifted to Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, the last of which was the Imam Mahdi conference on the 15th of Shaban. Alhamdulillah, we had the chance to work with Muhibban. Our next event is the Hadiya Majlis to Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, which is on the 23rd and 24th of September. I humbly invite all my brothers and sisters here to attend. This will be at the Cheadle Royal Centre, where IUS usually hold their lectures. We will be collaborating with IUS and MPN, inshallah. So please, all of you, please attend in order to honor Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam and Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Other than that, we have online campaigns which are now 3,000 strong. And if you would like to join any of those campaigns, please just see the leaflet we will be distributing at the end. All of the information is there. Also, we send arizas to Masjid al-Jam Quran, to our reps in Iran. So if you would like to fill out an ariza and write a letter to Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, we will be sending them to Masjid al-Jam Quran. They will be available at the end of the majlis today. We have our Tabligh through charity initiative, where we are feeding the homeless every month, and will continue after Arba'in, inshallah. And on a final point, these last few ahadith which I want to mention. In this hadith, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that the people of Akhir Zaman, which means us, are the strangest of people. And he's talking to Imam Ali, and he says that the Imam will be hidden from them, but they will believe only due to black upon white. And that's pointing towards books and literature that we have about Imam al-Mahdi. And to honor that teaching of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we launched Baqiyatullah Book Club, which is on Facebook at the moment. Please just put that in and you will find it there. We have our website, imacuk.info, which has all of the information relating to the campaign, and also over 120 English lectures and over 60 books, particularly about Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam. And just to end, in honor of Imam Hussein and Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, the Hussein of our time, we have a narration from Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam that 4,000 angels descended to earth to help him, and they found him killed. And they remain there even today, and will come back at the time of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. And their chant and their slogan will be, Ya la Sarat al-Hussein. And as a final message from the Imam Mahdi Awareness Campaign, from the words of Imam Mahdi himself, he says, I pray for the one who prays for my early reappearance after crying for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So today, when you are crying for Imam Mahdi Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and every other day where we shed tears for Imam Hussein, immediately pray for the reappearance of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam and our salvation. I will be at the back with a stall for arizas, for leaflets, with more information about the campaign. We are looking for people to help us in any way that they can, inshallah, to honor Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Please take a leaflet at the end of the day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless each and every one of you for coming. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma ajil li waliyakal faraj. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Ali Muhammad. Thank you, sister. Without further ado, I'd now like to call up Brother Sheikh Abbas Panju to recite some of the poetry. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Is it? Faizan, just tighten this as well. Thank you. Yeah. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. This poem that I've written today is in the same tune as a recitation that the great Shaheed Sibta Jafar had recited in his lifetime. He was gunned down in Pakistan by extremist militants. So for his soul and for all people who have died in the way of the Ahlul Bayt, can we recite Sallu ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad? Yeah, please, brother. Thank you. O moon of Ashura, O moon of Ashura, O moon of Ashura, do keep your land cool, sleeping on these hot sands are the stars of Batul. O moon of Ashura, hungry and thirsty, in pieces they all lie. Horses trampled them. These are the best of men. O moon of Ashura, hungry and thirsty, in pieces they all lie. Horses trampled them. These are the best of men. What is left of Hashim? Where are the luminous moons? Where are the youths of paradise? Where is Awlad Ali?
of Ashura. On this land Sajjad cried, oceans of tears. His tent was set alight, and he was tortured. The worst was yet to come. The women would be chained, his back would be slashed as he walked towards Sham. O moon of Ashura, mother of Hasnain, she sits here in pain. She weeps and beats her face, asking, where's my Hussein? Your son lies headless, Abbas is by the Furat. Zainab has been taken, Ruqayya is shaken. O moon of Ashura, somewhere on these lands an infant is buried. His neck has been severed. He died so thirsty. Where are you, Asghar? Rabab is calling. The cradle is empty. You were so hungry. O moon of Ashura, Akbar's chest was pierced with a heavy dagger. Hussein lost his vision. Screaming was Layla. Hussein crawled towards his motionless body. Father, you lifted Khaybar, but come and look at me. O moon of Ashura, do keep your land cool. These are the children of our Rasul. O moon of Ashura, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you, Brother Raza. Without further ado, I'd like to call Brother Raza Nakwi, the chairman of Muhibban, to let you guys know with a few announcements. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Before I invite the Sheikh up, please could I get all the brothers, so we don't have to disturb you in the middle of the majalis, to make space at the back. If I could get you all to stand up, if I get a few guys to my left, a few on my right, and if you could, the rest of you come as far forward as possible, please. Salawat. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Salawat. As we draw to the 10th of Muharram, I just wanted to give you a bit of an announcement in terms of and the plan for the next few days. So, as Brother Faizan mentioned, tomorrow we will have the Taboot of Hazrat Ali Akbar. Same time tomorrow with Sheikh Abbas Panju. And inshallah, tomorrow night at midnight, we will have a special majalis in 404 Jafri Islamic Center. It will be the only English majalis, or even Urdu, I think, going on at that time. And it will have all three local speakers that are reciting in the area. So that will be Sheikh Abbas, Sheikh Jafar Ladak, and Sheikh Nabil Awan. And that will be at midnight at 12 o'clock tomorrow at 404 Jafri Islamic Center. It's open for both brothers and sisters. And it will be a Masaib only majalis. So hopefully it will be inshallah a fitting and very passionate and overwhelming tribute in the build-up to the day of Ashura. So I encourage you please all to attend with your families, with your children, as it is a good show for the community. And it's the first time we're inviting all the local English reciters as well. So if I encourage and implore you all to attend tomorrow night at 12 o'clock inshallah. Salawat. And in terms of the schedule for the day of Ashura, the Maktal will be recited by Sheikh Abbas, will be at 4:04. So the schedule is there on the projector for those of you who want to have a look. Inshallah, we'll start at 11:30 with Amal before Namaz. Then there'll be Namaz around 1 to 1:30, and Tandari will have Brother Amal al-Nashid with us for those days. So that's the plan for Ashura. If you have any questions or anything, please just speak to the volunteer. And also for Arba'een, I've been asked to announce the annual Arba'een Peace Walk, which will be organized by the 10th day, inshallah, this year, which will take place on Saturday, the 20th of October. It will begin from All Saints Park, so where the Manchester Islamic Centre is on Oxford Road. Opposite there, across the road, is All Saints Park. So that will start on Saturday, the 20th of October, from 1:30. Again, we encourage you all to attend, as it's an annual thing, the third annual Peace Walk. And inshallah, the attendance is growing stronger and stronger. And we've had great feedback, especially from non-Muslims, as it's a more engaging, a more thought-provoking way to interact with the local community and to harbor great relations and to spread the message of Imam Hussein al-Islam. So I encourage you all to attend on Saturday 20th. I encourage you all to attend tomorrow night at midnight, and please ensure you join us on Thursday for the day of Ashura with the Maktal with Sheikh Abbas Panju. If I could invite Sheikh Abbas to the mimbar now for the 8th majalis in his series, if you could recite the loudest of salawats. While you're all standing, please, there is still some space and we don't want to disturb you halfway through. So anyone that wants to sit on the stage, please, there's plenty of room here. Please, any kids, anyone that wants to sit in front, please come to the front. If not, can you come as far forward as possible? Salawat.
brother. We just talked about holding the mic. It's fine. It's just about holding the mic. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's majlis is kindly sponsored by Al-Hajj Sayyid Sheikh Abbas Hussein Abidi and family. If we can honor this family and the marhumin of this family, marhumin and marhumat, we pray to Allah Azza wa Jal by the sake of Maulana Bil Fadl Al-Abbas to fulfill all the hajat of this family and to protect them from every su and bala. In honor of their marhumin and marhumat, and in honor of all marhumin and marhumat, may we recite a Surah Al-Fatiha. Rahimallahu man kara'a Surah Al-Mubarakat Al-Fatiha. As well, before we begin the majlis for tonight, Ahibai, towards the end of the majlis and the end of the masa'ib, we are actually honored that there are going to be two very sentimental pieces of our heritage that are going to be brought into this center. And I've been informed by the management that we are blessed and we're lucky enough tonight that we have two flags, one from the Haram of Sayyid al-Shuhada and one flag from the Haram of Imam al-Hussein, and both these flags have been within these blessed harams for quite some time, and we will be blessed with the presence of these two flags over here. And inshallah, this is one other avenue through which we are able to connect with the Imam and with Abul Fadil and seek proximity towards Allah Azza wa Jal. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله بارئ الخلائق الأجمعين، باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء حبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. ثم الصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين لا سيما ولي الله الحجة ابن الحسن صاحب الأمر والزمان. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد هم أجمعين من الأولين والآخرين إلى قيام يوم الدين. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. يا رحمة الله الواسعة ويا باب نجاة الأمة. يا غريب الغرباء يا مظلوم كربلاء السلام على من جعل الله الشفاء في تربته. السلام على من الإجابة تحت قبته. السلام على ساكن كربلاء. فيا ليتنا ثم يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي يا سادتي فنفوز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، قال مولانا إمام جعفر بن محمد وهو أصدق الصادقين صلوات الله وسلامه عليه: إن الذي يلي حساب الناس قبل يوم القيامة الحسين بن علي. صدق الإمام وآمنا به. نوروا مجالسكم بذكر محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وآل صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Ahibbai, yesterday we embarked upon a journey in which we began with a comparative analysis between the similarities in the circumstances between Nabi Musa and the circumstances of Sayyid al-Shuhada Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Having said this, we looked at the circumstances and the similarities between the tactics of Fir'aun and his army, and how this was very similar to the tactics of Bani Umayyah under the leadership of Yazid al-La'in and Umar ibn Sa'ad. And we found over here that if we were to draw a conclusion, you see that the seerah, or you see that the characteristics of tyrants and the characteristics of oppressors over time are pretty much the same. Their mentality is the same, their attitude is the same. The mannerisms through which they try to oppress the nations is also the same. Moving forward in this journey, Ahibai, today, I want in particular to continue with this comparison, but with a greater focus on Imam al-Hussein in particular and Nabi Musa. The circumstances or the similarities between Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein from the Quran. And to keep in mind the conclusion that you are able to draw home as a major qa'idah, as a major rule of thumb, that you are able to understand the azamah, the greatness, and you are able to understand the seerah, the path and the struggles of the a'imah through the stories and the struggles of the prophets and the anbiya within the Quran. And it is as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed the stories of the holy prophets within the Quran as a mirror through which we are able to understand the Ahlul Bayt. And from here you find that there are a number of similarities. Starting with the first one of these similarities in regards to Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. We have over here Surah Taha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَخْرَجَ لَهُمْ عِجْلًا جَسَدًا لَهُ خُوَارٌ فَقَالُوا هَذَا إِلَهُكُمْ وَإِلَهُ مُوسَى فَنَسِيَا. You find that in this verse of the Quran, Surah Taha, verse number 88, it talks about the creation or the manufacturing of the golden calf, which was then portrayed by Samiri to be the God for Bani Israel. So to understand this and to put it into context, you have Nabi Musa who rescued Bani Israel from the tyranny and the oppression of Fir'aun. He removed them from the darkness of Jahiliyyah. And then he led them through the sea, running away from Fir'aun. And this Bani Israel was also witness to the miracle of Nabi Musa. Bani Israel, they saw the splitting of the sea in front of them. They crossed through the sea. And when they turned back, they even saw that as soon as they are safe, the entire sea came back together, and the army of Fir'aun that was in the middle sent to Jahannam wa bi'sal masir. For they have a prophet from the prophets of Allah, and they have seen miracles in front of them. You would think that these people are the most staunchest in their faith. What happens? They cross through the seas. Imtihan after the other, Allah Azza wa Jal invites Nabi Musa to go up towards the mountains for a period of 30 days. And the reason for this was that the Tawrat was to be revealed on Nabi Musa. For Nabi Musa, when he leaves his nation, he tells the Bani Israel that I am going to communicate with your Lord. And it is from there that the Tawrat is going to be revealed for a period of 30 days. If you can paraphrase the story, Nabi Musa telling them, I will be away from you for 30 days. So remain on this path of Tawheed. Nabi Musa goes up the mountains, the Tawrat is revealed. Allah Azza wa Jal, out of His divine wisdom, decides to extend the stay of Nabi Musa on the mountains from 30 days by another 10 days, resulting in a total of 40 days. Tayyib, Nabi Musa is on the mountain for 40 days. The people think that Nabi Musa is coming back after 30 days. The first day, 31st day, Musa is not back. 32 days, Musa is not back. For a period of 10 days, the people were expecting the return of Nabi Musa, but Nabi Musa didn't come back. In the absence of Nabi Musa, within these 10 days, you have one individual from Bani Israel by the name of Samiri, who gathered all the gold from the women and all the gold artifacts from Bani Israel, melted them and carved them in the shape of a calf. And the manner in which this golden calf was made, or the way in which it was structured, there was an air passage such that the calf would make noise. Samiri invites Bani Israel and says to them, "O people, 10 days this Nabi has not yet come. We don't know what is happening to our master." The hadith says that Samiri goes towards the people and says, "This calf is actually your Lord." The hadith mentioned from 600,000 people who were the followers of Nabi Musa, who saw miracles in front of Nabi Musa. As soon as they saw the golden calf and the persuasive power, the eloquence of Samiri in convincing them that the golden calf is actually their Lord, from 600,000 people, all of them begin to worship the calf except 12,000. In the absence of a Nabi, for a period of 10 days, over 99% of an entire nation became astray. Tayyib, this is one. Now, our verse that we are referring to, what is the interesting part? How did Samiri convince these people to worship the cow? What sort of justification did he use in order to introduce polytheism and shirk into the religion? Look at what the verse says. فَأَخْرَجَ لَهُمْ عِجْلًا جَسَدًا لَهُ خُوَارٌ فَقَالُوا هَذَا إِلَهُكُمْ وَإِلَهُ مُوسَى. He went to the people and he said, "O people, this is the Lord of Musa." Ajib. Quran has got secrets of ma'rifah. Why did he say to the people, "This is the Lord of Musa"? In essence, Samiri was corrupting the religion from within. He introduced shirk with the name of Nabi Musa, telling the people this is the religion of Musa. And over here there is a deep lesson, ahibba'i. People who try to corrupt the religion will use the teachings of the religion in itself to corrupt it. Every evil act that happens, they try to use the religion to justify it. Because once you put a religious context to it, the masses rush towards belief. Look at it from a political perspective. How many wars are breaking out in the Middle East? Each and every one of these countries that comes out in the Middle East and goes forward for war, the best way to justify war is to put an Islamic touch to that war. Because the minute it becomes Islamic, the masses go forward for it. Manipulation of the religion using the tenets of the religion. Why did Samiri use the name of Nabi Musa and insist this is the God of Nabi Musa? And you find that if you understand this point, Samiri was introducing deviation in the religion of Nabi Musa using the name of Nabi Musa. You find that the same thing happened in Islam. That after the martyrdom of Rasulullah, they bring to you a khilafah made in Saqifa, and they're telling you, Baba, this leadership of Saqifa is the leadership of Muhammad and the leadership of Rasulullah, the leadership of Islam. In the name of Islam, they corrupted Islam. Today people come and tell us that over-reliance on Ahlul Bayt, you should not recite dua tawassul, and you shouldn't include Ahlul Bayt and too much emphasis on Ahlul Bayt. Concentrate on Allah and on Tawheed. They want to separate imamah from Tawheed using the concept of Tawheed. The same way that Samiri introduced the people towards shirk using the name of Nabi Musa. That same Musa who removed them from shirk. The same Ahlul Bayt that was put into position of leadership by Rasulullah. These people come forward and say, no, the Khalifa of Rasulullah was Fulan and Fulan. And they use this as a justification to dominate the masses for years. Until when you come in, if he's an oppressor, because he is a Muslim leader, because he is a Khalifa, you do not have the right to revolt against him. These were scholars who were bought by the ruling powers. What in essence did they do? They put a justification for the seat of the tyrant. No matter what he does, he kills, he persecutes, he steals, they are corrupt. You can't say anything because they are appointed by the religion. Because they wear the garbs of the religion. And do not think that Samiri was some sort of a pansy who didn't know what he was doing. Samiri was a person, according to hadith that state, he was one of the most religious people during the time of Nabi Musa. Samiri was that person who were very few people who actually showed Jibreel split the sea. The garb and the appearance means nothing, ikhwani. People who use the religion to corrupt the religion. And the same Allah, had Yazid come into power or had he claimed power from any other non-religious avenue, perhaps the situation could have been different. I'm not saying it could have been justified in no way, but the connotation is different. A person who is materialistically fighting for land or for power. The issue was that the Khilafah of Yazid was being stamped as a Khilafah ordained by Allah Azza wa Jal. And this is where the problem came. That the Muslim Ummah was being forced to submission for Yazid as one appointed by Allah. For you find the similarity between this situation of the golden calf for Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. Both Nabi Musa and the Imam al-Hussein took a stance towards corruption of the religion from within. You find over here that there is a proper reflection, and now you begin to understand when you recite Ziyaratul Waritha why you say Assalamu alayka ya Waritha Musa Kalimillah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. The second comparison between Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. We have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Surah Maryam. Verse number 51, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Wadhkur fil kitabi Musa, innahu kana mukhlasan wa kana rasulan nabiyyah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the book, remember Musa, for indeed he was a sincere prophet. Ba'ad, the verse goes to say, وَنَادَيْنَاهُ مِنْ جَانِبِ الطُّورِ الْأَيْمَنِ وَقَرَّبْنَاهُ نَجِيًّا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks over here of how he has favored Nabi Musa and elevated him amongst all the other creation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and we called Nabi Musa towards the Tur. Min janibi turil ayman. This verse talks about that moment when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to Nabi Musa in an area or in a valley known as the valley or the mountain of Tur. In another part of the Quran it says Waturi Sinin. In another place Wadiul Muqaddas. This place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invited Nabi Musa and he saw the burning bush, and Allah Azza wa Jal spoke to Nabi Musa from that burning bush. Ahibai, which is this place? Turi Sinin. What Turil Aymin Janibil Ayman over here, as the verse says within the Quran, Janibit Turil Ayman. This place, Turi Sina. Where is this place on earth? We have within the hadith in Kamilu Ziyarat, Imam al-Baqir salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. He states that the land of Ghadiriyah, الغاذرية هي البقعة التي كلم الله فيها موسى. Imam al-Baqir says the land of Ghadiriyah. Ghadiriyah is another name for Nainawa. Another name for Nainawa is the land of Karbala. Allah, Allah. Imam al-Baqir says this land, Turi Sinin, in the Quran, this land which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selected in order to talk to Nabi Musa, and from the land in which Nabi Musa will be appointed as a Nabi, and not any Nabi but a Nabi who's from the Ulul Azam, is the land of Karbala. The land in which Sayyid al-Shuhada was sacrificed. That land in which it was ordained that the blood of Hussein will be spilled is a land that was glorified and a land that was sanctified even before the Shahada of Imam al-Hussein. This land of Karbala, ya ahibba'i. You find in another part of the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the point where Nabi Musa sees the burning bush. You find in the verse Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to him, وَخْلَعْنَ عَلَيْكَ, and remove your slippers before you come to this blessed land. Ajib. You understood Karbala is that land. Allah is telling Nabi Musa, before you come to this land of Karbala, remove your slippers. Don't ever think those people who walk barefooted in Karbala are extremists or exaggerating or whatever other titles are given to them. This is from the Sirat and the Sunnah of Nabi Musa, when you step foot on the land of Karbala, that you remove your slippers and you walk bare feet. You have within the traditions, again in Kamilu Ziyarat, the text we talked about a few nights back, where Imam al-Sajjad speaks about the land of Karbala in its adhamah. And he says that when the zalzala will happen, إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا فَإِذَا زَلْزَلَ اللَّهُ الْأَرْضُ وَسَيَّرَهَا رُفِعَتْ, yani Karbala. Rufi'at, the land of Karbala, when the earthquake happens at the end of time and the day of judgment is going to fall upon us. Imam Sajjad says this land of Karbala will be raised up. Biturbatiha Nuraniya Safiya. The land of Karbala, the way it is with its pure soil and a soil that emanates with light, it will be raised up to the heavens and will be made the best garden from the gardens of Jannah. The dwellers in Jannah, the residents in Jannah will be the residents of Karbala. Therefore, connect your heart with the land of Karbala from this dunya. This Bain al-Haramain that you see, this Sahan of Imam al-Hussein and Imam al-Abbas that you see, this is Jannah. The best of Jannah, the highest level of Jannah. And hence we need to appreciate what we have in front of us, ya ikhwani. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. The third similarity in regards to Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. You have over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says within the Quran, Surah An-Nisa, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, verse number 164. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَرُسُولًا قَدْ قَصَصْنَاهُمْ عَلَيْكَ مِنْ قَبْلِ وَرُسُولًا لَمْ نَقْصُصْهُمْ عَلَيْكَ. And there is stories within the Quran of prophets of the past, and there are other prophets who we have not mentioned. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says at the end of the verse, وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to Nabi Musa. And this is one of the things that distinguish Nabi Musa from the rest of the Anbiya, in that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicated with Nabi Musa without a wasita, without an angel, without Jibreel. And there are many manners in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicates with the Anbiya. Some of the times the communication is formal through a, you could say, messenger or conveyor, and that conveyor is Jibreel. But you find when it comes to the distinction of Nabi Musa, Allah spoke with Nabi Musa directly without a wasita. That shows us the azamah of the position of Nabi Musa. The same manner in which Allah spoke with Nabi Musa on the land of Karbala, known as Turi Sina, Allah spoke with Imam al-Hussein on the land of Karbala on the day of Ashura. Ajib. Ba'ad ikhwani, you might get worried and think that this is ghulul or shirk. How does Allah speak with an imam? That even without a wasita. Ahibba'i, this is Hussein ibn Ali. Look at what the Quran says, the last part of Surah Al-Fajr. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And you all know this. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'innah. ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. The last verses of Surah Al-Fajr. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية. O nafs, which has reached the highest level of contentment, return back to your Lord while you are happy with your Lord and your Lord is happy with you. Imam as-Sadiq salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, says that the ta'wil of this verse and the misdaq of this verse is none other than Imam Hussein alayhi salam. This nafs that had reached the highest level of satisfaction, radiyatan mardiyya, this Imam al-Hussein who was pleased with Allah after everything that has happened. His infant has been slaughtered in front of him. We said yesterday in the Masa'ib, he put the blood on his beard, and the second time he threw the blood in the air. He says to Allah, Ya Allah, if this is what it takes to gain your satisfaction and your pleasure and the survival of this deen, then Ya Allah, take. Mardiya, your Lord is happy with you. This Imam al-Hussein who gave everything for Allah, Allah in return gave everything for Imam al-Hussein. That's why if you were to tie back the previous lecture, do not think that these hadith that we have, one ziyarah of Imam al-Hussein is equivalent to 1,000 hajj, is an exaggerated. For this one person, Imam al-Hussein, who did everything for Allah, you think Allah can't put the reward of this one ziyarah 1,000 hajj? Not because you and me deserve it, karamatan, for that Hussein that we are going to do the ziyarah. Such that, and this is not the masa'ib, but to make the point, when Imam al-Hussein on the day of Ashura fell from his horse and he was covered in injuries, and this is the final moments of his life before Shimr al-La'in comes. You find within the traditions, in this instance of Imam al-Hussein, for the ruh of Imam al-Hussein to come out of his Malakul Maut was not given the responsibility to remove the ruh of Imam al-Hussein. These are words, Wallahi al-Azim, that are thaqil, that are heavy. Allah Azza wa Jal himself took the soul of Imam al-Hussein to the heavens. And within this there is a meaning that is extremely deep. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Ahibai, the comparisons are many, and Dhahiran, our time is also running out, and we have got Masa'ib that we have to give honor to. I will skip the rest that are over here, but this one is important because this leads towards the Masa'ib. Ayatullah Ja'far al-Tushtari, rahmatullah alayhi, alim from the ulama of Tashayyu', who truly had a special type of ishq with Imam al-Hussein. Ishq. He comes forward with this comparison. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, again Surah Al-Qasas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Nabi Musa, now we are on the same plane, John. Comparative analysis between Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Nabi Musa, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Kala sanashuddu adudaka bi akhik wa naj'al lakuma sultanan fala yasiluna ilaykuma إليكما بآياتنا أنتما ومن اتبعكما الغالبون. Allahu Akbar. Ahibai. Comparison between Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. I need jawab in this to see if you can catch and if you can realize what Ayatullah Ja'far al-Tushtari is trying to say, rahmatullah alayh. The comparison is between Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. In this verse of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to Nabi Musa. Look at the context. Nabi Musa is going to meet Fir'aun for the first time and is going to invite Fir'aun towards Tawheed. Yani Nabi Musa, who is the embodiment of Haqq, is going to meet the embodiment of Batil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Nabi Musa, and we shall strengthen you with your brother. Madri, Ahibai, did you understand or no? The comparison is between Nabi Musa and Imam al-Hussein. Allah is saying to Nabi Musa that we are going to strengthen you through your brother Harun. And over here the similarity is that Allah strengthened Imam al-Hussein through his brother Abbas. Allahu Akbar. The way Allah chose Harun to be the supporter of Musa against the Fir'aun of his time, the way Allah gave Musa Harun to combat the Fir'aun of the time, Allah gave Hussein Abbas to counter the Fir'aun of his time. The difference over here being that Harun was a Nabi and Abul Fadil was not a Nabi. But Abul Fadil has a position in Jannah that the Siddiqeen and the Shuhada and the Anbiya will be jealous of the position that Abul Fadil has. Which is why you find in the riwayat on the Shahada of Abul Fadil, Imam al-Hussein said, Al-an inkasara dahri.
Today my back is broken, my backbone, my support was Abu al-Fadil. And who is Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas? We want to begin the Masa'ib from here. Who is Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas? Qamar Bani Hashim, the moon of Bani Hashim. Qadiyul Hawa'ij, the one who fulfills the hajat of the people. There is a lot of tafsir over here in this regards to this sixth one, but majboor, our time is over and we have got Masa'ib and we have got Matam that we need to do as well tonight. The narrations mention Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas never sat in front of Imam al-Hussein in a normal way. The hadith mentions he would sit. If he had to sit in front of Imam al-Hussein, Abbas would sit in front of Imam al-Hussein like a humble slave sitting in front of his master. Abbas is this person who never called Imam al-Hussein by name. He always called him my master. And this is the tarbiyah of his mother, Ummul Baneen alayha salam. Abbas is that person who was given the title the protector of the women. There is a difference between defender of the women and protector of the women. A person who protects the women, do you know the meaning of this is what? So long as Abbas was alive, the women never even once felt an ounce of fear. Which is why when the news of the Shahada of Abu al-Fadl came to the Khayma Ghar, Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra stood up and shouted, Wa Nasira! Oh my supporter, Abbas! Abu al-Fadl, the hadith say, tall, beauty like the radiant moon. The moon would feel ashamed to come out in the skies when Abbas is on the earth. Abbas, with this nur on his face, had a mark of sajda on his forehead. That shows you he was an abid and a faqih. Abbas, who was so tall that when he would sit on the horse, his feet would still be touching the earth. Abbas was a faqih. Abbas was an alim. Abbas was an abid. Abbas was a warrior. Abbas, the one who had sabr. And what do we know about the sabr of Abu al-Fadl? A man who has so much strength. A man who could take an entire army single-handed. No warrior in Arabia in his right mind would ever stand in front of Abu al-Fadl. A person who could conquer his enemy with the blink of an eye. Real sabr is when you are able to take control and to conquer your enemy, but you decide not to. To control this power and anger inside of you to a great extent is sabr. Can you imagine the level of sabr of Abu al-Fadl? I give you one example. On the day of the shahadat of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba, the narrations mention that as they were carrying the tabut of Imam Hassan towards Masjid al-Nabawi to bury him, Bani Umayyah, with given instructions from Aisha, they didn't want Imam Hassan to be buried in Masjid al-Nabawi. The narrations mention that a signal was given and 70 arrows were shot on the janaza of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. At this point, the hadith mentions that Abu al-Fadl put his hand on his sword and he cried out, "Oh Bani Hashim, how dare they attack the janazah of my brother Hassan while I, Abbas, am alive?" Do you know, to calm Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, to calm Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas down, the narrations mention Imam al-Hussein went to Abbas and he hugged him. He hugged him and he kissed him on the forehead, and he said to him, it is not your day today, Ya Abbas. This is not your day, Ya Abbas. You have a day much greater. You have the day of Ashura. The sabr of Abu al-Fadil to contain himself while the janazah of his brother is being attacked with spears or with arrows. Allah. The narrations mention that as the day of Ashura progressed, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas was on the side of his master Imam al-Hussein. One by one, they saw the murder and they saw the massacre of their companions. So the narrations mention that Abu al-Fadl was by the side of Imam al-Hussein, such that when the bodies of the shuhada would be brought back towards the Khaymaga, Abu al-Fadl would help Imam al-Hussein carry the dead bodies back to the Khaymaga, one after one. Everything that happened on Ashura, but Imam al-Hussein had a shoulder to put his head on. That shoulder was Abbas. Allah, which is why even in the narrations, a lot of the Makatil say that Ali al-Akbar was Shaheed before Abbas. So when Ali al-Akbar was Shaheed, Imam al-Hussein cried on the chest of Abu al-Fadl. Abbas was there. The narrations mention that as the Bani Hashim went into jihad, one after one, they gained shahada. The brothers of Abu al-Fadl, 3 brothers that he had, also became shaheed. No one remained within the camp of Imam al-Hussein from the men except Imam al-Hussein and Abu al-Fadl and an infant in the tent. Abu al-Fadl goes towards Imam al-Hussein and he says to him, "Oh my master, I ask for permission to go for jihad into the battlefield." Imam al-Hussein looks at Abbas and he says to him, "Walakin," he says to him, "how can you ask for permission? Wa anta sahibu liwa'i. How can I give you permission to go to the battlefield when you are the flag bearer of this army? Abbas, you are the army. If you leave, there is no army and no protection for the women." Abu al-Fadl says, "Oh my master, my heart cannot take the munafiqeen anymore, and I want to seek vengeance for the killing of our companions and our family members and to defend you." Allah. Imam al-Hussein looks at Abu al-Fadl. In the background, the children are crying out, "Al-Atash, Al-Atash." 3 days the children have not drank water, at the brink of death under the burning suns of Karbala. I don't know, your parents who are over here, may Allah grant you and your children a long life. But have you seen when a child is crying uncontrollably, the mother says, "I cannot bear the hearing of my child." Come and see what went through the hearts of Rabab and Kulthum, their children crying for water. Allah. Abu al-Fadl looks at Imam al-Hussein. The children are weeping. Imam al-Hussein says to Abu al-Fadl, "If you must go out, then go and speak to the people for water." The narrations mention Abu al-Fadl goes into the Maidan and he addresses Shimar and he addresses the group from Umar ibn Sa'ad and he says to them, "Oh people, you have left this man Hussein all by himself alone. You have killed his family members and you have killed his companions. And you have left his children thirsty for 3 days. They have not drank water for 3 days. Let the children drink the water. If the presence of Hussein is too much for you to handle, then let Hussein leave towards the land of Rome or the land of Hind, and we will leave Hijaz and Iraq for you." At this moment, Shimar al-La'in came forward and he says to Abu al-Fadl, "O son of Abu Turab, even if this entire dunya was filled with water and we had control over it, we would not give a single drop to Hussein." Allah. Abul Fadil understood that these people are not going to budge. He went back towards the Khaymaga. He conveyed the message to Imam al-Hussein. Sayyid al-Shuhada hugged Abul Fadl al-Abbas and he kissed him on the forehead and he said, "Oh Abbas, if you must go out, then go and seek water for the children." The narrations mention that Abbas wore the helmet, the gear of war. He put together his shield. He took a mashk and he took a sword. He mounted upon the horse. At this moment, this young daughter of Imam al-Hussein, Ruqayya, Allah, or Sakina, the way we say, as soon as Sakina heard that her uncle Abbas is going to get water, she ran back into the Khaymaga and she goes, "Abbas has never let us down." Allah! All the children stand at the front of the Khaymaga with their little cups and their little bowls in their hand. Imam al-Hussein standing at the front with them. The narrations mention that as Abul Fadl al-Abbas entered into the battlefield on his horse, he looked up towards the heavens and he did a dua. He said, what was this dua of Abul Fadl? Allah. He said, "Ilahi wa Sayyidi, ta'addadtu an ta'uddi." He says, "I ask you, Ya Allah, that let me come back. Bi'uddati, let me come back over here. Wa amla'a li ha'ula'il atfal kurbatan min al-ma." He says, "Oh Allah, let me come back to these children and make me successful so that I can quench their thirst." Allah, the last dua of Abul Fadl, his last dua was remembering the thirst of Sakina. The narrations mention that Abul Fadl went into the battlefield mounted on his horse. He comes into the Maidan. Shimar al-La'in has planted 4,000 archers by the river Furat. In addition to that, there are thousands of horsemen and footmen arranged in flanks, a right flank and the left flank of the army of Shimar. Imam al-Abbas on his horse comes towards them and then he begins to recite a poem. He comes into the battlefield reciting a poem. "أقاتل القوم بقلب محتد أذب عن شبت النبي أحمد أضربكم بالصارم المحند حتى تحيلوا عن قتال سيدي." I come into the battlefield attacking you while I defend Hussein, the son of Rasul Allah. إني أنا العباس ذو التودد نجل علي المرتضى المؤيد. He says, "Indeed I am Abbas, I am the son of Ali al-Murtada. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah." Abul Fadl charges into the battleground like a bolt of thunder, attacking them like a ferocious lion. The Maktal says, فَإِنْ كَلَبَ مَيْمَنَتَهُمْ مَيْسَرَةً وَمَيْسَرَتَهُمْ مَيْمَنَةً. He attacked them so ferociously, dispersing the right wing and dispersing the left wing, approached towards the archers, all of them scattering in every direction. They didn't know, is this Abbas or is this Haydar from the heavens in Karbala? Allah, Allah, Abul Fadl reaches towards the Furat. Abul Fadl has conquered the Furat. The enemies have fled like the way the sheep flee from the lions. He comes off his horse, he bends down towards the Furat, he picks up the water. Some of the people are of the opinion that Abul Fadl wanted to drink the water and then he remembers Imam al-Hussein. Ani, I say to you, Ahibba'i, in my humble opinion, Abbas was greater than that. Abbas never wanted to drink the water, but when he lifted the water in his hands, it was to show the enemies that I, Abbas, could have conquered this Furat. But we are people of principle and people of deen. This is Abbas. If he wants to drink, he can drink, but he will not drink so long as his master Hussein is thirsty. He picks up the water and he looks at it. He says, "Ya nafsu ba'd al-Hussein huni wa ba'dahu la kunti an takuni." هذا الحسين وارد المنون وتشربين بارد المعين لا والله ما هذا من فعال ديني. He looks at the water and he says, "Oh nafs, how can you drink the water while Hussein is thirsty? This is not the action of a person who is truthful." The narrations mention Allah. Abul Fadil fills the mashk with water. He has got three things with him, Abul Fadil. He has got the mashk which he puts around his shoulder, and then he has got his sword, Saribul Muhannadi, and then he has got the flag of Islam, the Raya, Alamdar. This is Abbas Ba'ad. The narration mentions that he mounts upon the horse at the Furat, looking at the enemies who have gathered around him. His eyesight is at the very end, and that's towards the Khaymaga. Abul Fadil looks up towards the heavens and says, "Ya Allah, this is the final attempt to get to the women and towards the children." In the meantime, Shimar al-La'in cries out to the army, "O people, if none of you can stand against the son of Abu Turab, then gather in your entirety and form a wall around him. For indeed, if a single drop of water gets towards the Khayma, we shall not be able to defeat the army." The narrations mention no one was willing to come close to Abbas, so they formed a large circle of a wall around him, and from a distance they began to throw spears and arrows towards Abul Fadil. The narrations mention that Abul Fadil mounted upon the horse and charged towards the Khaymaga. He took the route between the palm trees towards the tents. As the enemy started coming closer to him, Abul Fadil began to strike them with his sword, sending them to Jahannam wa bi'sal masir. None of them were able to come close to Abul Fadil until one of the enemies of Allah, by the name of Zayd ibn Rukad, he decided to hide behind the palm tree. As Abul Fadil was riding through his horse, passing through the area, the narration mentions this mal'oon struck the right hand of Abul Fadil. He struck the right arm of Abul Fadil. As soon as he struck the right arm, the Abul Fadil took the mashk and put it around the left shoulder. The sword fell down to the ground. The left hand has got the alam and the raya flying high up in the air. Imam al-Hussein on the other side of the Khaymaga is able to see the progress of Abbas by looking at the flag. The narrations mention that the strike was such the entire arm of Abul Fadil from on top of the wrist got severed. He looked at his severed arms and then he began to recite a poem, and he said, "In kata'tumu yamini fa inni uhami amadan andini anil imam as-sadiq al-yakini najlu an-nabiy at-tahir al-amini." Even if you cut my right hand, even if you cut my right hand, I shall continue to defend the Imam al-Hussein. He continued to ride the horse and continued to kill the kuffar with the flag with a single hand. Abul Fadil's only concern over here was the mashk. The narration mentions another one of the mal'oons by the name of Hakim ibn Tufail, again hiding behind the palm tree, came and with the sword struck the left arm of Abul Fadil. Wa Abbasa. The narration mentions the entire arm of Abbas from on top of his wrist fell to the ground. Abul Fadl Abbas took the mashk and he holds it by his teeth. Abul Fadl holds the mashk by his teeth. The alam, the narrations mention that what was remaining for his two arms, he took that and he held the alam against his chest, riding forward towards the tent. And then he began to recite the poem and say, "Ya nafsi la taksha min al-kuffar." O nafs, do not be scared of the kuffar. Wabshiri bi rahmatil jabbar, and be grateful. Look forward to meeting your Lord. Allahu Akbar. The narration narrations mention when the enemy saw that Abbas is still riding a horse without any arms and the mashk is between his teeth, Shimr commanded to the people, shoot him with arrows from every direction. From all the directions that Abbas was shot with arrows. Allah, Allah, from all the thousands of arrows that hit Abbas, there are 3 arrows that I want to talk to you. The first arrow was the arrow that struck Abul Fadil on the chest. The second arrow was the arrow that struck Abul Fadil in his eye. This is why the arrow that was struck in Abbas's eye, if you stand in the maqam where Abul Fadil's left hand was cut, you see that the khaymaga is straight, but the haram of Abul Fadil is this way, because when the eye was struck he couldn't see, the horse went away from the khaymaga. Allah, Allah, may Fatima reward you for your tears. Sayyidat Zahra is crying for Abbas today. From the third arrow that hit the third arrow that was shot towards Abbas, the narration mentions the arrow pierced the mashk. Allah, I believe this arrow hurt Abul Fadil more than any other arrow. Abul Fadil sees the water is spilling down onto the plains of Karbala, and together with this the hopes of Abbas are also pouring away. The historians mention Abul Fadil is on the horse, he is looking at the mashk which has been pierced with an arrow, the water is spilt away. Abul Fadil is on the horse, he sees, what should I do now? There is no water in the mashk, what do? I can't go back to Sakina empty-handed. And I cannot turn back towards the Furat. If I turn towards the Furat, I don't have arms to fill water. As Abbas is on the horse, contemplating what to do, the narrations mention that one of the enemies came forward. فَضَرَبَهُ لَعِينٌ بِالْعَمُودِ عَلَى رَأْسِهِ. An enemy came and struck Abul Fadil with a tent pole on the head. I buy 2 things from this pole on the head that was hit. I saw in the maktal today in the morning in one of the narrations, they say فَضَرَبَهُ بِالْعَمُودِ عَلَى رَأْسِهِ. The hadith says فَفَلَكَ حَامَّةُ. The strike was so hard, he split open the head of Abbas. As soon as Abul Fadil was struck by the tent pole, he fell off his horse. But the manner in which Abul Fadil fell, and this is the last part of the Masaib Ahibai, every shaheed who fell in Karbala, when they were falling down, they fell with their hand. Abul Fadl Abbas face first on the ground. Abdul Zahra al-Kabi says, when Abbas fell down to the ground face first, that arrow that had pierced his eye was pushed in even deeper.
تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا بے کفن برا مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا بے کفن برا مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا بے کفن برا مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا بے کفن برا مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا بے کفن برا مینو معاف کری جیڑی شامیاں نے سر تول اٹھ لئی زہرا دردا مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا تینو چور او جیڑی شامیاں نے سر تول اٹھ لئی زہرا دردا مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام درا او کٹ بازو گے دل مشق گئی پانی خیام وچ نہیں آیا کٹ بازو گے دل مشق گئی پانی خیام وچ نہیں آیا رو رو کے غازی کہندا سی شبیر دی ماں مینو معاف کری تینو چور کے ٹور پیشام عباس دلاشے تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دلاشے تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دلاشے تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دلاشے تے تو زین تو نہیں لتیا میری چادر لے گئی ہے عباس دلا مقتل صدا گونجی ہے ہو ہو قتل حسین گیا ہے مقتل چ صدا گونجی ہے ہو قتل حسین گیا ہے ہن شام دے درد لئی کل زینب رہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تو زین تو نہیں لتیا میری چادر لے گئی ہے عباس جدو وچ خیام دے آئے عباس دے دوویں بازو جدو وچ خیام دے آئے عباس دے دوویں بازو پھر ویر ان گل لا کے خاکا تے بہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تے تو زین تو نہیں لتیا میری چادر لے گئی ہے عباس بے کفن 72 لاشیں ہر لاش دیا جب مصائب بے کفن 72 لاشیں ہر لاش دیا جب مصائب برداشت نہ زینب کیتا کھڑے اٹھ تو لے گئی ہے عباس لاش تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تے تو زین تو نہیں لتیا میری چادر لے گئی ہے عباس دے ہو مقتل چ صدا گونجی ہے ہو قتل حسین گیا ہے مقتل چ صدا گونجی ہے ہو قتل حسین گیا ہے ہن شام دے درد لئی کل زینب رہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تے اے زینب کہہ گئی ہے عباس دے لاش تے نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سر برے نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی ہائے ہائے نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سر برے نہ جے میرے غازی نو تو لڑن دی کدی اجازت حسین دیندا جے میرے غازی نو تو لڑن دی کدی اجازت حسین دیندا نہ کلا اکبر دلا چاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام نہ تو کے گل وچ سجاد پاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاند نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ جے میرے غازی بیرانہ مردا میں شام دے بچ کدی نہ رلدی جے میرے غازی بیرانہ مردا میں شام دے بچ کدی نہ رلدی نہ کوئی باغی دی بہن آندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ تو کے گل وچ سجاد پاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی نہ بجدے گھوڑے حسین رہی میرے دل چی حسرت میں تیرے لاشے تے ویڑ پوندی حسین رہی میرے دل چی حسرت میں تیرے لاشے تے ویڑ پوندی نہ جن کا دیکھ کوئی اٹھاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ تو کے گل وچ سجاد پاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا جے میرے غازی نو تو لڑن دی کدی اجازت حسین دیندا جے میرے غازی نو تو لڑن دی کدی اجازت حسین دیندا نہ کلا اکبر دی لاش چاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے تو غازی لاندا نہ سربر نہ میں شام جاندی نہ بجدے گھوڑے
صلی علی محمد و آل Muhammad. If you can help me with reciting some of these words, inshallah. Heart, I will shackle you in chains if you forget Hussein's name. I will sever from you veins, eyes. I will deny you light years if you cannot shed a tear, seeing the head on a spear. Chest, I dare you if you would dare. call out anyone else, dear, I would deny from you. He is all I have ever known. My heart is under his dome, beating for Arba'in. Agha man, lend me your holy hand moments. Take me to your land moments. Allow me to grieve moments. Hussein, Hussein. Inshallah, dig deeper and help me recite again. Heart, I will shackle you in chains. If you forget Hussein's name, I will sever from you veins. Eyes, I will deny you light years. If you do not shed a tear, seeing the head on a spear. Chest, I dare you if you would dare. Call out anyone else, dear, I will deny from you. He is all I have ever known. My heart is under his dome, beating for Arba'in. Agha man, lend me your holy hand moments. Take me to your land moments. Allow me to grieve moments. Hussein, Hussein, one more time with all your passion and all your love, and I want everyone inshallah to recite with one voice. Heart, I will shackle you in chains. If you forget Hussein's name, I will sever from you veins. Eyes, I will deny you light years. If you cannot shed a tear, seeing the head on a spear. Chest, I dare you if you would dare. Call out anyone else, dear, I will deny from you. He is all I have ever known. My heart is under his dome, beating for Arba'in. Agha man, lend me your holy hand moment. Take me to your land moment. Allow me to grieve moment. Hussein, Hussein. Hussein, Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Mawla Hussein, 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 Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Mawla. Ya Allah, in your haram, here I am here. In your haram, here I am here. Under your dome, breathing your air. In your haram, here I am here. Under your dome, breathing your air. Zainab's heart, oh Ali's dear. Zainab's heart, oh Ali's dear. Taha's son, Fatima's tear. Taha's son, Fatima's tear. Stand by my side in my grave, Hussein, my soul, come to save. Stand by my side in the grave, Hussein, my soul, come to save. With these tears I have no fear that you will be there for me. My Mawla, my Sultan, Hussein, you're my Quran. My Mawla, my Sultan, Hussein, you're my Quran. Even in my grave I'll be calling your name. Hussein, Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Mawla Hussein, 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 Ya Mawla Hussein. Wallah, empty hands, where are my deeds? Empty hands, where are my deeds? If you do not intercede, empty hands, where are my deeds? If you do not intercede, on the day when mothers wail, on the day when mothers wail, abandon the children they feed. And when the earth and the sun collided, when everyone, and when the earth and the sun collided, when everyone will be called by their Imam, an angel will raise the alarm. Don't leave me, come save me, Ya Hussein, come aid me. Don't leave me, come save me, Ya Hussein, come aid me. Even on that day I'll be calling your name. Hussein, Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Mawla Hussein, 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 Wallah. And when the sand on me is thrown, and when the sand on me is thrown, and when my loved ones have all gone, and when the sand on me is thrown, and when my loved ones have all gone, left me alone in this strange home, left me alone in this strange home. Hussein, you won't leave me alone. And when the grave is crushing, breaking my chest, come listen. And when the grave is crushing, breaking my chest, come listen. Do you remember the days I beat my chest calling out your name? My Mawla, I'm certain you won't leave me hurting. My Mawla, I'm certain you won't leave me hurting. Even on that day I'll be calling your name. Hussein, Mawla Hussein, Hussein, Barakallah, Hussein, Hussein. والله انت شرف للبرية، انت شرف للبرية، انت عزيز الزكية، انت شرف للبرية، انت عزيز الزكية. فدوى اروح الرضيعك، فدوى اروح الرضيعك، فدوى أروح الرغية فدوى أروح الرضيعك فدوى أروح الرضيعك فدوى أروح الرغية لو نزلوا بقبر لو أوقفت بالحشر لو نزلوا بقبر لو أوقفت بالحشر كل أملي أنت يا حسين يا حسين أدري تحضرني وبجيتك تنورني سلطاني سلطاني يا حسين يا قرآني سلطاني سلطاني يا حسين يا قرآني سلطاني سلطاني يا حسين يا قرآني حتى بالمحشر نادي باسمك حسين مولا حسين Hussein, Ya Allah, my guardian, watch over me. My guardian, watch over me. My medicine, my remedy. Standing alone, who's watching thee? Standing alone, who's watching thee? On that day, under the heat, Asghar resting on your chest and arrow resting in his neck. Asghar resting on your chest and arrow resting in his neck. Mawla, Mawla, Ya Hussein, where was I to share your pain? I left him who needs me and asked him, don't leave me with a broken heart. I'm calling your name, Hussein, Mawla Hussein. چهل روز که دارم میبیرم برا. For 40 days we have been waiting. چهل روز که هنوش تو گوشم صدا. چهل روز که به من نیفتاده ندا. دارم میبیرم برا. حسین Hussein, 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 Hussein. What is the state of the Zair of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, and in which way do we visit Abu Abdullah? My guilty soul is my guilty soul's in prison, yearning to be free. My sins are the doors and only you have the key. Barakallah. اسمع بارك الله. عفوا. اسمع. My guilty soul's imprisoned, yearning to be free. My guilty soul's imprisoned, yearning to be free. My sins are the doors and only you have the key. With my head down I am walking up to your door. So give me two wings to soar. My guilty soul's imprisoned, yearning to be free. My sins are the doors and only you have the key. With my head down I am walking up to your door. So give me two wings to soar. marching to you, my walls behind me, Ya Hussein. Marching to you, my walls behind me, Ya Hussein. I came to find you, can you find me, Ya Hussein? Marching to you, my walls behind me, Ya Hussein. I came to find you, can you find me, Ya Hussein? Amongst the millions who are shouting, Ya Hussein, give me your two wings to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein. My guilty soul's in prison, yearning to be free. My guilty soul's in prison, yearning to be free. My sins are the doors and only you have the key. With my head down I am walking up to your door, so give me two wings to soar. Marching to you, my walls behind me, Ya Hussein. Marching to you, my walls behind me, Ya Hussein. I came to find you, can you find me, Ya Hussein? Marching to you, my walls behind me, Ya Hussein. I came to find you, can you find me, Ya Hussein? Amongst the millions who are shouting, Ya Hussein, give me your two wings to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein to fly, so with my bird's eye can I shrine. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein. I came to you carrying my grief and sorrow. Hussein, 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 Hussein. I came to you carrying my grief and sorrow, and only you know the meaning of tragedy. My vision is blurry from the tears that I flow, burning my cheeks as they fall. My eyes are two mountains and my tears, Ya Hussein. My eyes are two mountains and my tears, Ya Hussein. Two lakes I will let flow for my dear, Ya Hussein. And you're the sun, so wipe the tears clear, Ya Hussein. Send them to the clouds to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears to Hussein. With every step that I take towards you, I pause. Hussein, 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 Hussein. With every step that I take towards you, I pause. The sadness and agony for you have me drained. But when I near you and set my eyes at your door, I run and ignore the pain. reaching you in my disheveled state, Ya Hussein, reaching you in my disheveled state, Ya Hussein, I'm falling and crawling to your gate, Ya Hussein, reaching you in my disheveled state, Ya Hussein, I'm falling and crawling to your gate, Ya Hussein, my shoulders let go of the wall's weight, Ya Hussein, turning to two wings to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine, angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein to fly. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein. And when I reach you and I sit under your door, Hussein, Hussein, Hussein. And when I reach you and I sit under your door, I realize what's the meaning of serenity. A tired traveler, and now I have found my home. This is where I want to be. My soul has found what it has searched for, Ya Hussein. My heart has found what it had yearned for, Ya Hussein. The flames in me know what they burn for, Ya Hussein. To leave me in here to fly, so with my bird's eye can I soar over your shrine, angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein to fly. Angels soaring by my side, raining tears for Hussein. Inshallah, you are not tired. Bless this majlis again with a loud salawat. Hussein, voy, 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 Hussein, voy, voy, voy. Watch me, Shabab, watch me, Shabab. Hussein, voy, 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 Hussein, voy, 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 Hussein, voy, voy, Hussein, voy, voy. The rising sun rose feeling shy, the rising sun rose feeling shy. Today the clouds began to cry, the rising sun rose feeling shy. Today the clouds began to cry. Blood is the tear that leaves the eye. What else can descend from the skies? While Hussein is about to bleed, with a few men he faced Yazid, defending his grandfather's name. Yazid has dared to face Hussein. The best have stood against the worst. The best have stood against the worst. The blessed have stood against the curse. The best have stood against the worst. The blessed have stood against the curse. The last has dared to face the first. The water dared to face the thirst. Hussein, boy, boy, Jonam, Hussein, boy, boy. Hussein. Abbas has gone to bring the aid. Ya Abu Fadl. Abbas has gone to bring the aid. His moonlight began to fade. Abbas has gone to bring the aid. His moonlight began to fade, tearing through all the false blockades. A thirsty man reaches the lake under the burning sun, but you did what no other would do. Under the burning sun, but you did what no other would do. You raised the water near your lips and you denied yourself a sip. Hussein, why Hussein? As he arrived at the riverbank, as he arrived at the riverbank, dropping the flag, Zainab's heart sank. As he arrived at the riverbank, dropping the flag, Zainab's heart sank. And in between the tent and lake, I'm in between the lake and tent. Abbas, you'll soon make her lament, ripping through them like you were a tank. You turned the left to the right flank, ripping through them like you were a tank. You turned the left to the right flank. Into the battlefield he delved and started speaking to himself, heading towards the children. Sakina is your goal, carrying all their hopes in your arm, speaking out to your soul. I am Abbas, son of Ali. I am the death in this valley. I am Abbas, son of Ali. I am the death in this valley. I am Abbas, son of Ali. I am the death in this valley. Within my left is Mikael, and in my right is Israel. Blood has never flown through my veins, only the love for my Hussein. Blood has never flown through my veins, only the love for my Hussein. And now the love I have will drain, as it will be spilt on the plain. Hussein, why Hussein? Why my lips they only taste the sand. My lips they only taste the sand. My heart obeys Hussein's command. Zainab is my aim, so beware if you're between me and my dear. And as you can picture the scene, hidden behind one of the trees. And as you can picture the scene, hidden behind one of the trees, the men with the treacherous plans cut off Abu Father's hand. Hussein, why Hussein, why Hussein, you lost your friends, your dears, and your demise is drawing near. Hussein, you lost your friends, your dears, and your demise is drawing near. The foes surround you like the air, and you surround your heart with fear. Your Zainab is too weak to stand. Your Zainab is too weak to stand. From her tent she looks onto the land. Your hardship and struggle she sees, as you carry the dead bodies, as you carry the dead bodies. Hussein, why عباس علم دار حسین عباس علم دار حسین عباس علم دار حسین عباس علم إني أنا العباس ذو التودد عباس علم دار حسين إني أنا العباس ذو التودد إني أنا العباس ذو التودد نجل علي المرتضى المؤيد عباس علم دار لا أرهب الموت إذا الموت زقاه عباس علم دار عباس علم دار حسين عباس علم دار حتى أواري فيه حتى أواري في ميادين اللقاه عباس نفسي لنفس طاهر الطهر وقاه عباس علم دار إني صبور شاكر بالملتقى إني أنا العباس صعب باللقاء عباس علم دار إني أنا العباس صعب باللقاء عباس نفسي لنفس طاهر المصطفى نفسي لنفس طاهر الطهر وقاه سيم والله إن قطعتم يميني عباس علم دار والله إن قطعتم يميني دار حسين إني أحامي أبدا عن ديني عباس علم سيم وعن إمام الصادق اليقيني عباس علم دار سي سبت النبي الصاهر الأميني عباس علم سي نبي صدق جاءنا بالدين عباس علم دار مصدقا بالواحد الأمين عباس علم دار سي يا نفس لا تخشي من الكفار عباس علم سي يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني عباس علم دار يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني عباس علم سي وبعده لكنت أن تكوني عباس علم دار حسين عباس علم دار حسين عباس علم حسين هذا الحسين شارب المنون عباس علم دار حسين عباس علم دار حسين عباس علم دار حسين هذا حسين شارب المنون عباس علم دار وتشربين بارد المعين عباس علم دار سي هيها ما هذا فعال ديني عباس علم دار سي ولا فعال صادق اليقين عباس علم دار سيانا لا تخشي من الكفار عباس علم دار سيانا لا تخشي من الكفار سي وأبشري برحمة الجبار عباس علم سي مع النبي سبط مع النبي سيد العبار عباس علم دار سي مع جملة السادات والأطهار عباس دار قد قطعوا ببغيهم يساري عباس علم سي عباس علم دار حسين عباس علم دار حسين علم دار حسين عباس علم come aid me say come aid me say come aid me say Ya Hussein and if my 2 feet fail me come aid me say Ya Hussein and if my 2 feet fail me if my eye were not to mourn you save me if they fail to walk at all Sayyidi then I will call and my tear had better fall come aid me I'm crazy say in your loving it's the way you raise me Majnoonam say Majnoonam say Majnoonam say Madrasat Abu Siddiq Majnoonam say Majnoonam say يا بالفضل لو صحت تهتز السماوات يا بالفضل لو صحت تبقى محنا هيهات يا بالفضل يا بالفضل يا بالفضل سين مجنونك سين مجنونك أظل مجنونك سين مجنونك أظل مجنونك أنا ما أقدر أعيش بدونك أعيش بدونك يا بالفضل with no hand you hit the floor without your sight يا بالفضل with no hand you hit the floor without your sight يا بالفضل take my eyes and take my left and take my right يا بالفضل سين يا بالفضل سين سلطاني سين سلطاني دليل إيماني سين سلطاني دليل إيماني تظل عنواني عشقتك أني يا بالفضل if you had taken a sip from the river يا بالفضل if you had taken a sip from the river يا بالفضل with your sword all over your foes you'd deliver يا بالفضل سين يا بالفضل سين شيل الراس سين شيل الراس تظل كل الناس سين شيل الراس تظل كل الناس لو انها صاحت لو انها صاحت دخيلك عباس دخيلك عباس يا أبا الفضل. When I call you I am pleasing الحسين يا أبا الفضل. You're the bride of فاطمة أم البنين يا أبا الفضل. حسين يا أبا الفضل. حسين عين الله حسين عين الله حسين وجه الله حسين عين الله حسين وجه الله. على فقدك ظهره على فقدك ظهره انكسر وويله انكسر وويله يا أبا الفضل. When I call you with me all the angels sing يا أبا الفضل. When I call you with me all the angels sing. When you lost your hand the angels lost their wing يا أبا الفضل. حسين يا أبا الفضل. يا زينب يا زينب يا زينب صيح يا زينب يا زينب يا زينب يا زينب. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. May Allah accept all your adha. Barakallahu bikum ahsantum.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليك يا رسول الله. السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا سيدة فاطمة الزهراء سيدتي